Do not be swayed by the praise lavished on the Fyodor version, and do not lend your ear to quests for meaning of that sort. Dostoyevsky is Dostoyevsky, plain, bare, and like all gods, he has only one name. The world and reality he constructs are singular. Once you enter the reality he narrates, you are not left choosing between belief and disbelief, you are forced either to believe in him or to reject him outright. He is passionate and marginal. Every sentence he writes can be lived, one by one, until the very last moment of the universe. He builds walls, he does not plaster them. Within those walls are people and lives. There are no colors, no scents, none of the miscellaneous embellishments that dazzle the eye. As with anyone who does not fully grasp what they read, or who, as a natural reaction, turns away from it, you may very well dislike Dostoyevsky. Because hopes such as, he loves you, or, everything could actually be beautiful, do not exist in Dostoyevsky's reality, at least not in such shallow forms, and that displeases you, dear Pena, Pia, Paris, whatever your name may be. He is one of the strongest representatives of realism. Deeply connected to religion and tradition, he devoted extensive space in his works to psychological and spiritual analysis. After a brief period of military service, he left the army and turned to literature. His first novel, Poor Folk, is considered one of Russia's foundational social novels. In his works, he powerfully articulated the moral, religious, and political issues that troubled the generation living between the two world wars. With his sharp vision, attention to detail, solid characters drawn from a chaotic life, and mastery of novel construction, he profoundly influenced writers who came after him, both in Europe and in his homeland. At one point he was sent into exile. After returning, he resumed writing and produced his most famous works, such as The Brothers Karamazov and Crime and Punishment. Whichever of his books I have read has plunged me into depression, he is one of the prophets of the literary world. Tolstoy once said of him, God guides his pen. During his lifetime, Dostoyevsky was exiled to Siberia due to his connection with Petrushevsky's revolutionary circle, and this exile left deep scars on him. These years were marked by painful reflections, spiritual crises, and a profound re-evaluation of intellectual values. It was during this period that he realized, painfully, that the socialist ideals for which the Petrashevists were willing to sacrifice their lives were alien to the people, and that the idea of revolution itself was far removed from reality. The gulf between the people and the intellectuals was another factor that deeply horrified him. As a result of all this, he broke away from the utopian socialist dreams of his youth and embraced a more traditional and conservative ideology. During his imprisonment, he held conversations with murderers and thieves, investigating the reasons that led them to crime. He observed that most convicts were unable to explain the concrete motives behind their crimes, instead speaking of inner, psychological forces that drove them to commit them. His observations during forced labor became a starting point for Dostoyevsky's artistically innovative novels. Crime and Punishment emerged directly from these experiences and the polemics surrounding them. The central theme that binds the novel together is the supremacy of the laws of conscience over formal law, and the idea that nature and life cannot be confined within any abstract ideological framework. That's all for today. If you have any suggestions for the next video, feel free to leave them in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, and good night.